Hello, citizen, and welcome to my superhero story. My name is Sarah Caldwell, and I am a junior at the University of Arkansas, and I am studying agricultural education and communications.
Okay, let's cut the silly, cut the goofy. It's fine. Let's get a little serious. My cape is a dress, mind you. Okay, hello. Backtrack. My name is Sarah Caldwell. I am a junior at the University of Arkansas, and I am studying agricultural education and communications. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I am a fourth generation cattle kid from Central Arkansas who was involved with FFA in high school. I showed sheep and pigs and cattle locally and nationally. Through my involvement in FFA, the Arkansas Junior Cattlemen's Association, and collegiate clubs, and now the ag sorority that I'm involved in, I know the joys and discomforts of agricultural life, and I hold an inborn fondness for those associations which, even in hours of discouragement, I cannot deny.
The purpose of education is to provide for the fullest possible development of each learner for living morally, creatively, and productively in society. As Martin Luther King once said, intelligence plus character, that is the goal for true education.
The role of a teacher is very diverse. To be a good teacher, you also have to be a good leader. And to be a good leader, you have to get your students to believe in you, to trust you, and for them to know that you have their best interest at heart. It can't just be a dictatorship like it used to be, where they come in and they sit down and you tell them what to do and they do it verbatim. Instead, you have to lead them, to show them what to do, and then give them freedom to figure things out on their own. That just being the era that we are in and the way education is changing. The teacher is more of a facilitator for learning. As far as relations with administration, colleagues, parents, and the community, you've got to be a jack of all trades. Keeping an honest, upfront relationship with your administration and colleagues is key. Granted, it can depend on that school. For some, it won't matter what you do, you're not going to please them. But that's when your professionalism comes into play. Your goal is to create an environment for your students to thrive in and be successful. Next is parents. Making sure you're organized and on time is important. If students' parents see you leading a good management example and you keep them involved, usually they will be more than happy to help in any way that they can. And finally, community. As far as small town USA, Rosebud, Arkansas is concerned, hometown, the ag teachers are the go-to fixer-uppers. They're the ones that you call when you need a trailer fixed, or a hay ring mended, or even a house to be worked on. They're the jack of all trades. Keeping a faithful and trustworthy relationship with your community is a great tool in your ag teacher toolbox.
Next is the role of the student. Through being a good leader as a teacher, they in turn become your great leaders. You can influence them to work alongside, not in front of and above their peers, but working together to achieve their goals. Now, how do students learn things like being good leaders? Learning is personal and idiosyncratic. There are so many ways to understand and misunderstand. Some of the ways students learn that we have covered in class are scaffolding, affective learning, cognitive learning, and experiential learning. Vygotsky's Zone of Proximal Development Theory, or ZPD, focuses on scaffolding and what level of development children can attain in social behavior. Vygotsky once said,
Full development of ZPD depends upon full social interaction.
The type of culture and environment I want for my classroom is an exciting, welcoming, get-her-done mentality. I am a social butterfly, and I love making friends and making things fun. But I also want my students to get things done, to get their tasks done, and to be goal-oriented individuals. I want to be the classroom that they come to during lunch and the one that they look forward to all day.
Discipline and classroom management are two things I am seeing throughout observations to be very diverse. If you have the respect of your students, they won't cause you too much trouble, most of the time. But through those observations, I have been able to see the different ways of managing a classroom. My goal is to have the respect of my students, but not allow them to discount my friendliness as a walk all over me sign. I want to send a kid to the office only if it's my last resort, and that the office or principal knows that if I send a kid, it was for something pretty bad. As long as they respect me and other students, then I hope to not have much trouble within my classroom.
My favorite saying / quote of all time is "The lion does not lose sleep over the opinions of the sheep." Now, that can be interpreted in many different ways, but my way is that no matter what someone else has to say bad about you, no matter how much they try and tear you down, don't let someone who doesn't matter rule your happiness. Don't lower your standard of joy to meet the low bar others have for you. You are you, and that's all that matters. Applying that to students and in the classroom, I will have that quote hanging in my classroom, and I hope it'll be encouraging to them. If they're having a bad day or life is taking a toll on them all around, I just want them to know that they're bigger than their problems. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed my superhero self and have gotten the chance to watch me transform from a sidekick to a hero. I'm going to leave you with one more thing. Go be a lion, not a lamb.